Chip. What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, aka Out from the North 18. We back with another one, but before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. All right, so this is going to be a good open conversation as well. I'm going to invite some guys up on the panel soon. I'm just going to preface the show, do a little quick monologue, then try to get some fellas up in here. So what I want to talk about is the fact that we always hear females saying that men are not held accountable, which is bullshit. We're always held accountable. But the difference from men, we know how to hold our L's. We know how to charge it to the game, if you will. Meaning, certain things that guys go through, we have to realize that, especially if it was a bad choice, even if it was a mistake in choice, we still have to man up and say, you know what, I gotta handle this. However, I gotta handle this. Let me make things right that I made wrong, or things that I didn't understand at the time when I was making the decision. So we go ahead and try to get it right. That could be guys that, was dealing with a woman and they break up, but they had a child or children from that said woman. And then they have to, either make sure they pay, whether it's child support, giving money monthly or something like that. But bigger than that, making sure they spend time with the kids and helping to rear them in the right way. Or it could be, because we know guys are usually, it's said that around 35 and up is when we start getting our shit together, right? So, guys try to go make up for that lost time. Sometimes we don't have all the necessary tools that we need to do the things that we need to do. But still, as men, we got to make sure that we do our best to rectify that situation, because it's on us. At the end of the day, it's on us. Or it could be a situation with friendships, or the friendship or the relationships you have with your family, trying to make those things right. Being man enough to apologize and say that was my bad, or I apologize, I should have did better. Guys have to do those things. It's just so many things that we have to work on as men, which is a good thing. Pressure is built for shoulders, not hips. So those are the things that we have to work on. Those are the things that we have to try our best to make sure we get right. Especially if you believe in a higher power, you believe in the Most High, getting right with God. You know what I mean? So in the ways that men have to carry themselves, a lot of times women don't have to carry themselves the same way. So when they say we're equal, we're not. And society shows men that every single day that we are not equal. A lot of people around us show that to us every day, that we're not equal. I mean, as a man, you can think about every day that you go through life. Certain things that you do for others, they may not do for you, especially when it comes to women and children. Say if you hold a door open for a woman, she may not always say thank you. Say if you walking in behind a woman, she may expect you to open the door, jump in front of her, open the door, and hold it for her. Same thing with kids. When they're doing certain things wrong, as a man, you're more so expected to get those kids right. Now, of course, women nurture, look after the kids and things of that nature. But men are expected to protect and provide. Men are expected to put their life on the line for those women, for children, even in society. If something goes wrong, like nowadays we hear so many women saying that black men don't protect black women. which is not necessarily true. Now, of course, there are instances that we can't just glance over, sweep them on the rug, and act like there are not black males out there not doing what they're supposed to be doing in society. But that does not mean that's the same thing for us as a whole. You see the numbers. We actually see the numbers. For one thing, not all men are that irresponsible with the seed. If you see over 50% of black men don't have children, you see a good amount of black men that are working, middle class. Even if people want to be like technical and say, oh well, that's the lower middle. They're in the middle class working and trying. You know what I'm saying? And if you understand finances, that's another thing we have to work on as men is understanding finances. When it comes to having money, you got to understand something. You have to learn to be responsible with that. You have to learn how to take care of things like you're supposed to. Me, myself, when I started out living by myself, I had to realize certain things I had to do on my own. Simple things. Making sure you got toilet paper in your house. So, deodorant, making sure you wash your clothes, making sure you got food in the fridge, because you don't want to go through situations where you don't have none of those things that you need. Realize, I'm not a mama's boy. I'm not a child no more. These are the things I got to take care. I got to make sure I pay my bills on time. These are the things that men have to do. If not, life is going to hold you accountable. Karma is going to hold you accountable. Because the worst thing you could do is not have deodorant, then you got to go out there funky around people. So you try your best to make sure you get those things right. That's what life is all about. So I want to go into talking about real quick the fact that we hear that all the time. Men, of course, men by and large commit more crimes. That's why more men are in prison than women. But at the same time, they're being held accountable. That is the things that we go through life where we have to be held accountable. I remember when I was a younger guy, when I was a jit, I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was skipping from school with a couple friends, got caught by the police, had to go to the little juvenile detention center until somebody came and picked me up. I got held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I had to do. Or whether it's, you know what I'm saying, it didn't work out in my past relationship, having a child, having to get put on child support. Now, of course, I felt it was unjust. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing as a young man. But at the same time, as a man, I looked at accountability as, well, hey, I should have been more, having more, what you will, more like being more conscious of the woman that I was dealing with, especially if I didn't decide to get married. I was young, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I was young. What happened still happened. That's why I said I can't use that as an excuse, because what happened still ended up happening. You know what I mean? But I looked at the situation as like, hey, I didn't do what I was supposed to do in this relationship. This is where I ended. If I wasn't going to marry somebody, I shouldn't have had kids with. That's the type of things that we try to teach other young men, black men especially, and just being honest. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they get the gist of those things. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. Making sure that we understand what accountability is as men, because whether we like it or not, we're going to get held accountable. And that's the real thing. So real quick, I see Red Illusion has something to say. I don't know what that means. And I don't know if I really want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. All right. So whatever he said, y'all see it, y'all see it. I'm not going to say nothing about it. All right. So, but Jay, don't think you finna hide in the background. You got to be part of this conversation, because this is a good conversation that we need to have as men, as brothers. So come on from that back chat. Come on to the front, because I want to have a conversation with you. All right. Once again, everybody that's coming in, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. I'm gonna have my boy JVJ go ahead and introduce himself. Come on, Jay. Waiting on you, Jay. Come on. I'll try to hide in that back chat. Come on, introduce yourself.
Man, I'm trying to change my shit, man. Death Note over here playing, changing the name underneath my shit. Hold up real quick. I don't even know how to change this shit. How to change this shit.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, butt plug.
Yeah, fuck all y'all, man. Hold up. Death Note changed my shit back, man.
Death Note didn't do that.
You did that, man. You better
I
change my
did that.
name, man. You better
Well,
change my name, man.
go ahead and introduce yourself while I change your name.
All right. What's up, y'all, man? It's JVJ from Let's Talk with JVJ. As always, hey, I'm ready to hear what this conversation is. I got a feeling Op gonna press me. Hey, and for all y'all that watched that short today about the black, like I told y'all, I saw a video of a black girl really having a problem with a white dude dating white women. I got the video coming for y'all tomorrow. Just tune in. Be ready for that. Man, look, it's not Alabama Nats, man. What we doing around here, cuz? What's going on around here, man? Y'all need to put some respect on my name, man.
Put some respect on that man's name.
Over here tripping. He probably can't type all that shit out. But when Red was saying the Queen's dead, he talking about Queen Elizabeth. She died today.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but I was like, yeah, I ain't finna do that.
And then he laughing because you changing my name. But man, you supposed to change my name, but the right shit, man. What you doing?
Calm down, man. Pull your skirt down, B.
That man over here got my shit. Alabama Nats. You know, only thank you. Even though my shit supposed to be capitalized at the end, the JVJ supposed to be all caps and the T. And
you do be capping.
He hating.
Do be capping.
He be hating.
Anyway, so.
Oh yeah, you supposed to put the link in the chat too, man. You said you wanted a whole bunch of dudes come up talk. You got to put the link in there.
Gotta put the link in there. All right, but let me talk first. That's what I was saying. We're gonna have a conversation first, then I'm gonna put the link down.
All right. What you got?
So I want to ask you something. As a young man, when did you realize? Now, but this is pre-red pill conversations, pre-YouTube, all that stuff. When did you realize as a young man that, like, hey, I'm gonna get held accountable if I made bad choices or mistakes, and these are the things that I'm gonna have to deal with it? Like, when did you realize that as a young man?
Man, shit. When the first time I can start remembering, like 3 or 4? 3 or 4?
3 or 4. Well, damn.
Yeah, man, my parents gave whoopings out, man. You knew not to do certain shit, so it was like 3 or 4. Yeah, about 3 or 4.
So you realized that before becoming a young man?
Oh hell yeah! Like then, my dad was former military too, and then on top of that, he was a preacher. So they was kind of real strict in the house. So you kind of knew what you could and you couldn't do. That's how I tell people all the time. I was more afraid to come home from doing something stupid than doing something stupid out in the streets. I ain't trying to come home to that. They get my ass told, so they kept me out of trouble.
But besides as a child, but I mean as a grown man, what age did you reach where you made some bad choices as a grown man, realizing like, hey, I'm a man, and I got to man up on certain things, so because I'm gonna get held accountable, like what I'm saying, within that.
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
Realizing that, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying now, because I was like, knowing not to do bad shit, but like actually understanding, like, look, man, I actually don't want to go through this, and I can control it. But I'll probably say when I was in the military. Probably was in the military, like, because when I first got in, man, I was a hothead, little slick kid. Thought I was just about to fuck all the hoes and just run this shit around here. Nah, I learned quick. I learned quick. Like, nah, man, you do some fucked up shit.
What age was that? Like when you got to the military?
Probably about 18. Yeah, because I joined straight out of high school.
And what did you do, like at that pivotal moment, if you can talk about it? What did you do? And how did they hold you accountable?
All right. Well, what I did, let me see. The first time I got in trouble in the service, it's called NJPs. Like you get non-judicial punishment, but I think I lied on like a sick call chick. Like I was in schools. Like you go to boot camp, and then you go to schools, and then you go to the fleet when you do the Marines. But I was in schools, and I got hurt in some event doing some shit. So you go to like sick hall, pretty much our doctors and the Navy guys and shit, whatever. And like they gave us a checkup, and then basically they told us like we could be light duty for the rest of the day, but we had to get back and do training and all that shit the very next day. And it was a Friday, so we wasn't trying to do that shit. So we changed our sick hall shit. Say 2 days. Bro, they found out about that shit. Nah, that was it. It was like, yep. Asked you a couple times, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? When you're young, you're like, nah, I ain't do it. I ain't do it. They know you did it. So it's like, yep, go on here, NJP their ass. First time.
Okay. So did that help, or was it a few times you had to go through that to realize, like, hey, I got to stop playing around?
Oh, nah, it only took that one time because the way that shit works is like you get put on restrictions, so you have to stay in uniform all damn day long. You cannot leave the base. You cannot be in a car. You gotta walk everywhere. They take half of your pay, and they got different levels to it. Like you got company, battalion, and hold up, you got company, battalion, and it's one more. It's like for like all of the Marine Corps, like you get NJP by the whole Marine Corps, some shit. They got a higher level for that, but yeah, I learned my lesson, bro. You don't that shit ain't cool, bro. I don't like people taking half your paycheck. Think about it. You get paid twice a month. Well, you get paid on the 1st and 15th. So if they take half your shit, bro, you're not getting one of those checks. You can pretty much just chalk that shit up to the game.
See, and I guess sometimes that's what you need. See, but that's my thing. When it comes to men or young men, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the tough love though. You know what I'm saying? When you see a superior or a elder that's being tough on you, but it is actually something that's valuable. That's gonna be the lesson coming out of it. That makes men appreciate and respect that even more. You know what I'm saying? I remember Will Smith. I had read his book or listened to his autobiography, and he was just talking about the difference with his kids, with his daughter versus his son. He was like, with his daughter, he was trying to push her to be great and stick to doing something. So when she first had her little hit song, I Whip My Hair Back and Forth, she said she didn't want to do it no more after they did a little promo tour. And she was signed to Rock Nation. So she was supposed to go into the studio and go ahead and record an album. And she was like, nah, she's done. So he had let her know, like, no, we got to keep going. So he said, next morning, they wake up in the house, everybody come to breakfast. She come there with a shaved bald head. And he was looking like, what the fuck? But he let it slide, talking about he let her know that he see her, he respect where she coming from. And it's like, so he fucked himself over on the contract. I don't know if she still signed to Rock Nation or Jay let him out, whatever. But when it came to his son, he pushed him, and it helped him do a couple, great moves. Karate Kid did great, but when they got to what's the After Earth, I thought that was actually a good movie.
I thought it was too, man. I thought that was a good movie. People didn't like it for some reason.
Yeah, it didn't do well as Karate Kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he said his son resented him for the fact that he didn't push him the same way he pushed him for Karate Kid for the movie to do better. So, man, we look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? We be like, well, damn, that guidance and that pushing, that tough love, that structure, I needed that, and you disappointed me because you didn't do what I need you to do. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that more from men. Like women, females may not want to hear this, but it's the truth. When females do it, it's worse. You know what I'm saying? Because the way it can hurt them, and for them to still come back, even though you are trying to give instructions, it's harder for men to do females the same way we do men. Because it's expected when it's the men, or men can tolerate it. They can handle it. Women can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important we do what we got to do to men. But at the same time, I think it's going too far because...
Now, listen to you. I just read something Red wrote. Go ahead. Keep going. My bad.
Oh, let me go to the comments real quick. I'm going to hold this thought. Hold on. So Red Illusion was laughing because Jay came in with his name, Butt Plugs. And Melanated C, she said, hey girl. What's up? What's up,
I ain't seen Melanated in a minute.
Red Illusion says, After Earth was trash, Pursuit of Happiness was their best work. Yeah, I agree. That's one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time now. I took my son to go see it when it came out. I took my son, niece, and my mom's to go see it when it first came out. So that was a great movie. But yeah, like I was going to say, I'm
about to say, if you look back at it though, like The Pursuit of Happiness, I didn't like the movie as much, man, because I didn't like a man being portrayed like that. That's real. That's Will Smith in his real life. At least the dynamic with his girl or his wife or his baby mama, whatever the hell. Because Jada, that's how he is, man. That's crazy, ain't it? If you look back at it now.
Yeah, but at least his ex gave him peace in mind and left.
Man,
Jada do it making him miserable because she knows she don't want to leave that status and that fucking money. That's what it is. But what I liked about the movie is he kept his child. He didn't let that bitch take his child. No, he's staying with me. He's not going with you. You know you can't take care of him. And then he struggled and strive with his son, and God bless him to make it. That's why I like the movie.
I feel you on that. It's a
They
good
try to make it
story.
seem, and it's a real life story. They try to make it seem like it's the man always just walking out and the woman got to struggle. They're showing that a man actually goes through that. So that's why it's one of my favorite movies.
Got something coming for y'all tomorrow too on that topic right there.
And that's the thing. And Red, he said something right there. Said that's a great movie about male accountability. That's the thing. That's the thing. The woman wasn't happy. She hauled ass on. He wasn't doing that great in life, so he ended up homeless with his child. But he took accountability. Like, nah, I'm gonna keep my son. We're gonna handle this. Now, I'm not saying that's the right thing to necessarily do. If you can do something better for your children, I'm not saying that. But the fact is, he didn't just give up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to talk about. I think. Oh, I want to ask your opinion. This is what I think. I think the problem with females that say men don't get held accountable is because they're talking about, say, if a guy leaves, they break up or whatever, she puts him on child support. He's paying his child support. But because deep down inside, she still wanting him to go through more agony because she feels like she's going through agony because he didn't stay with her. She can't figure out why he didn't want her. So now she's using child support to hold him accountable. But that's still not good enough because he's actually succeeding with it. He's like, yo, all right, cool. I'll just pay this and spend time with my kids. Guess what she do? She turn around and be like, no, you're not going to spend time with them. So she's trying to do whatever she can to hurt this guy. She's doing whatever she can to hurt him. So, in your opinion, what do you think when women say men are not being held accountable, even though we are? Do you think it's because it's the truth, or it's because a lot of females are never satisfied and they feel like shit, so they want the man to feel like shit, and that's what they actually mean by accountability for men?
Well, misery loves company, man. Like it's already been proven before that women are never satisfied. Like when you said it earlier, like there's a chemical thing in them that they're just their instincts, the way they move. They always think they think they can get better, and they think they know they want more for some reason. Like it just never stops. That's why the number one consumer in the world is women. Like women they always want something. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, keep it real. What you think? I mean, it's just like it's like it's not enough though. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing what you're supposed to be doing as a man, and then women say they're not. But it's like, but you gotta look at your situation. Like, so if a female is dealing with, she got 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, and she's saying men are not held accountable. They don't do what they're supposed to do because she picked 3 sorry ass dudes that might fly under the radar, so child support can't get them anyway. So she want them to go to jail now. Because I've actually seen letters that females get from child support. And it's almost like they're questioning them. Like, do you want us to break his legs or his arms? Yeah. Because they'll say something about, does he own property? Does he have a passport? Things of that nature. And it's like they're trying to get her to tell us certain things and we'll go for him after that. That's some mafia shit.
Oh yeah, man. They the bookie. They the good old bookie. You owe me some money, man. And they'll do everything. They know all the ways to be able to get it too.
No, they're the enforcers.
Hey, look, man, they everything, man. Because they gonna think about it. They the goddamn HR department. They the goddamn customer service department. They the book. They the guy, like you say, the enforcer come in and break your damn knees. They everything. But I don't like the fact that. Hey, ask me the question one more fucking time, man. So I make sure I give you a good answer.
Like I said, does it seem like women, when they say men are not held accountable, really what they're saying is they want them to feel whatever agony and pain that they're feeling, even because they could be held accountable. They could be paying child support like they're supposed to be paying, but the woman is saying that's not good enough. She wants something else to happen to them.
I think a lot of women do exactly what you just said. And that's what I really think it is. A lot of women understand that when they really want a guy and they can't have him and they have a kid with him, a lot of ladies can't handle that situation. They can't handle him moving on and being with somebody else or anything like that. So that child is the only power that she has. That child in the state, only power that she has to even dictate him doing anything. And just the little pettiness that I see a lot of ladies like portray. It's like, man, any little small thing she can do to him, she gonna do it to him. She gonna do it to him. She gonna use every pen in the goddamn fucking whatever the fuck them goddamn pencil box is called. I don't fucking know. But I ain't been to school, man. I saw them doing back to school sales last week. I was like, oh Lord, these motherfuckers, what these pencils called? But like, nah, it's just a vengeful, spiteful type mindset. And I see a lot of women that portray that. And look, no bullshit. We need to call it out. We need to call it out because the narrative as of right now is that these all deadbeat daddies and they don't want to be in their kids' lives. I know that not to be true. So,
I mean, that's what we're seeing. But once again, men go to jail the most. Men are the ones paying the most child support, alimony, and it's like they men delete themselves the most. Like all of the things that women say would be accountability for men. Men are at the top of that list. They get held accountable for those things. Now, this is my other part. Really, what it is, women don't like. Say if you put a woman put a man on child support, but he's still earning decent money. It's like they wanted that to break him, but it didn't. Women don't like the fact that if they say something about a guy or to a guy, he's not breaking down, crying. He's just acceptable to it. Like, yeah, all right, you're right. What you mean? I mean, I'm agreeing with you. What else you want me to do? But you don't feel where I'm coming from. It's like, oh, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm not about to break down and cry saying I ain't shit, wanting to delete myself. So I think the problem is men charge it to the game better than women do. That's what the problem. The biggest issue is because we can take the licks, the bruises, and keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest issue. It's not the fact that men don't get held accountable. It's that men can take their L and hold it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like dudes are brought up learning that. Like the world teaches you that every day as a boy growing up to like once you get to a certain age, like I think when you get to a certain age, like how you said, like you said 35, I think most dudes should. It should start clicking at 27 to 30, in between that range. I know you said 35. Some people, it might do take 35. But that's when it should start clicking. They're like, look, dude, you got to look at the world for what it is. You can't be in that mindset of like, because I think all kids have been in it before. You know, it's always somebody else's fault for every goddamn thing. And you never did nothing wrong. It's rare if you admitted that you did something fucked up. So I think at like 26, 27, motherfuckers have been done woke up by then, man. Like, you're going to be held accountable whether you want to or not. Just put it like that. Whether you want to or not, the world's going to hold you accountable. Girls, they get a pass for some reason.
You die. You know what the reason is. Yeah. It's a few reasons, but we know one of the main reasons. But at the same time, like it's like this. When you're trying to rear a son and the things that we got to teach them, you know what I'm saying? Something that they don't understand now, but they understand and thank you for later. That's just like when I see a lot of young dudes that, and it's kind of like having a dope boy syndrome, if you will, right? If a dude getting all this money fast and he blowing it fast, he thinking it's gonna always come, right? Same thing with a lot of these young artists, rappers nowadays that you see doing stupid shit. They don't invest in the way that they should invest. You know what I'm saying? They're young men, so you can't make them do nothing. Over 18, they can do what they want to do. But the sad thing is, you'll see OGs all the time trying to tell them something, and then they just like, oh, you ain't nobody to listen to, you ain't relevant, you just want to use me, blah, 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 blah. And then when they get older and go through the same thing, then they be like, oh, I wish I listened. And it's kind of like, how do you coerce a young dude with money and fame and female attention to actually think about the 5 steps ahead like he playing chess? Like, nah, you can't do that because I got to think if I do this, boom, 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 this is what's going to happen. So, but if I do this, certain things are going to come. But when those certain things come, I'm pretty much ready for them. I'm saving for a rainy day. Like, I think personally, it's always going to be a lot of, it's more people that's going to have to touch the stove and see it's hot than the people that's going to be like, oh, okay, well, such and such told me the stove is hot still, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait till it cool off before I grab this pot off the stove.
And I agree with that.
But I think that's the problem is how do we how do we do it? Like us showing these examples, having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? You think that's working? Do you think it's helping a lot of guys like kind of wisen up at an earlier age? And that's the thing we keep doing is just keep showing these examples and having these conversations. Or do you think it's something else that we can do to help change the trajectory of not just men in general, but especially the men in our community?
Man, the funny thing is, I don't think it's gonna be one exact thing because like certain kids receive stuff different ways. Like I know I didn't like hearing shit from my parents, but I could listen and hear it from somebody else, like my coach or some shit like that. And some kids can like now we living in technology age, so you know people gonna be able to watch these type of shows and be able to get a good understanding. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be everything that we're doing as a whole, like the mentor programs, us doing what we do on here, other men in their lives is like being a perfect example, like living that life that you're supposed to live. And man, look, man, it's gonna have to come from all angles. It ain't gonna just be one specific thing. And should we keep doing it? Yeah, we ain't got no choice but to, man. We ain't got no choice but to, in my opinion. But I think a lot of this shit comes from, like you said, that like when the old heads were younger, they didn't listen. We all do that. The question is, how fast can we get somebody to realize to actually fucking listen? That's the biggest one. Cause I know people that are like 50 something years old, going on 50 at least, and still act like 17-year-old motherfucker. I'm like, damn, you ain't gonna never have nothing in your life. You just gonna keep moving like this, huh? Keep telling you not to do that, keep on doing it. So it's like some people, it's just not gonna click. Like I say all the time, some people ain't gonna make the boat. But besides that, like it's we gotta just keep doing everything that we're doing right now. If we can do more, find new avenues, different ways to get in touch with people and try to talk to them, yeah, we need to explore those options. But as of right now, what we're doing, man, that's all we can do.
I think that's where the resources come into play, right? Because when I was working with the youth program I was working with, we had a few good things for the young guys to get involved with, and it kept their interest, like being able to make videos, learning how
Mm-hmm.
to direct and edit, then also having the recording studios to show cats how to engineer, produce, be able to record their first songs and stuff like that. We used to do shows. We had a lot of different things for guys and involvement with sports and stuff. I think I think that's what's going to help because you can't expect somebody to be living for a certain way for a long time and at that present time is working. If you look at somebody like Kodak Black, right? Kodak
Mm-hmm.
Black, he did have somebody grab him under his wing, but their relationship soured. Especially, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the guy said that was his older cousin ended up going to jail or something like that. So he fell off helping keeping Kodak going through that direction. Because if you notice, Kodak been in the game since he was like 14. He
Yeah,
didn't
you've been
start getting
rapping for
into
a while.
all that trouble that he's getting into now until after his older cousin was no longer on the scene. So I think the best thing to do is helping them get into an age for a good little while and grab it. Like say young cats, like when I used to have a studio, when young cats wanted to rap, I look out for them. I would still teach them some responsibility. Like, okay, I'm not gonna charge you much for studio time, but I'm still gonna charge you something so that way you will be responsible somewhat starting out for yourself. Like, okay, if I'm charging sometimes I charge a dirt cheap fee. Like I'll be like, all right, cool, just give me I'll charge you $15 for a song with 2 hours of recording time. So
Mm-hmm.
I would see young guys do what they had to do and being responsible to get that money up so that they could get the studio time. So it's things like that, you know what I'm saying? And somebody everybody want to be rappers, somebody everybody want to be athletes. It's different things. Like a lot of people are content creators now. I think we have to, God willing, start building things of that nature. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to work on stuff like that now with a couple people I'm networking with, and being able to like, hey, get off them corners, get out the streets, man. Come over here and do this what you're interested in, and trying to have a plethora of things that young guys are interested in. Well, you don't want to do music, you want to do sports, we got that. Okay, you don't want to do those, you want to do video, we got that. You know what I'm saying? Just having different things for them to get involved in, or say if it's somebody want to be involved in boxing, you know what I'm saying? But the great thing is also not just that we had classes to teach kids how to make jewelry. We had classes teaching about real estate. We had programs to get kids into STEM. So it's just having a plethora of things because not everybody's saying, you know, the majority of young black kids, especially, and males just in general, are going to be more into things that's physical. But I think the best thing to do is get them while they're young. We have to get them in a good way. I ain't talking no Eric Spears shit. Let me make
Oh man, he said he didn't do it.
Whatever. We seen the video. You probably ain't go no further than that, but that was enough.
Yeah, more than enough.
That's what we have to get the involvement when it comes to young guys, is having these things that they can be involved in. Because when you get to that point in life where it's like, oh well, men do whatever they want. They always having fun, blase squads. Like we always say here, you gotta do the things you need to do now so you can do the things you want to do later.
Yeah.
So that's the things that we gotta be able to try to teach our young dudes. You know what I'm saying? And I think that will help because a lot of dudes is just don't get it, man. If they don't get those experiences, you know, you already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna be running into a wall, man. They're gonna sit up there and keep doing the same thing, trying to figure it out. It's just to only come back to the same things we've been talking about for the longest. That's the only thing that saddens me when I see that, because I don't like to see when a guy, you know, young dudes have to go to jail. And I remember I had this song I made where I was like, if you're not from where I'm from, then you understand why take prison for some niggas to become a man. That's some real shit because I've seen it. I've seen young dudes out here wild and crazy. Next thing you know, they go to prison, come out, they either found Christ or they found Allah. Now they more mannered, you know, a little. They still about their respect now, because you know in prison that don't mean.
Yeah, you still gotta be on your shit.
You still gotta be on your P's and Q's. You ain't finna go into prison and now you're a nicer person and then that's just it. No, you still gotta draw the line in the sand. So they still come out on that. It's about respect. They still draw the line in the sand, but you know they're not necessarily always doing such wild shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Most people that go back and forth to prison, you know what I'm saying, just usually got a few screws loose. They might need some therapy or something like that. So it's not always that simple. But just the fact that, you know, like we said with accountability, I ain't seeing too much action right now. I guess that's what happened when we talk about men and try to talk about something positive. We was talking about Cynthia G.
Yeah, man, stop hating on my girl.
If we was talking about Cynthia G, everybody be all active. And this is another thing about accountability. And we finna hold some people accountable right now, or I am. Just like I said, we talk about Cynthia G, we talk about some ignorant shit everybody want to be around. But when we talk about something that's positive for guys to talk about and try to do, next thing you know, you see people just running away from it like, ooh, accountability, I don't want that. That's kind of it.
You see what he's doing.
Red Illusion, man. I'm glad you still being active, man. Come on up here, man. I want to talk to you about some accountability as a man. I ain't saying I'm gonna hold you accountable, but I want you to talk about your experience.
Nah, so you better hold his ass accountable. What you talking about?
Well, hey, if my dog say hold him accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable if I need to. So go ahead, hit the link, man. Hop up on in here. But that's some real shit, though, man. That's some like Jay. What do you think about that? I know it's real shit. I got the same thought and sentiment that you got. What you about to say? I'm pretty sure half of it. I'm pretty sure. But what
half of it?
Let me finish the question. What's your thoughts on what I just said? When we talk about something negative, people pop up. When we talk about something that's positive and constructive, you don't see people around like they should be.
Well, that's the whole point of, like, people get on YouTube for entertainment. They come on here to watch something. So if they see a catchy title or something like that, that's gonna grab their attention and that'll get them in. It's more people are not naturally want to be held accountable. Like, if people could just move through the earth and never be held accountable, just do whatever the fuck they wanted for their entire lives. And we have people that do that. They would never touch this shit with a 10-inch pole. They would not come over here if their life depended on it. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But it's just the art of the YouTube shit, man. You already know it's fucking. You gotta ride them waves, and then people like what they click on shit. Clickbait. You can put it like that. Clickbait. They love it. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it works real good too. Got Grace in the building. What up, Grace? Grace says, "Good evening, all. Press the like button upon your arrival." I mean, that is some real shit. You got Red in here. You want to let him up, or you want me to go ahead?
You the host.
All right. Well, you already okay.
I think it's a lot to do with human nature. You know what I mean? When things are all good and everything's good, You don't really care. It's only the negative things people like to focus on.
Mm-hmm. It is. Like, no bullshit. And the sad part, a number one consumer of most shit, knowing it to be women, women like that excitement, that new shit, whatever the fuck, what's going on, what's happening, what's popping, where the men at. Like,
that's why the WNBA losing.
Yeah, man. Women don't like that shit. Go watch a bunch of girls do that. I'd rather sit in the house and watch the Kardashians.
Oh, damn.
Goddamn Real Housewives and some shit. Black Ink. I don't fucking know. They like all them damn reality TV
Love
shows.
and hip hop.
Love and hip hop. Yep, can't forget that one either, man.
Yeah, they all
now they all on YouTube watching Cynthia G.
Mm-hmm.
And if you talk some bad shit about them, they run right over to your page. You like, why would you come over here to get bashed if that's the case? That don't make no sense.
These are all the girls who used to watch Bad Girls Club.
Not Bad Girls Club.
It was entertaining.
Hey, look, no bullshit.
And that's what I'm saying. It was entertaining because it was so negative. Just a bunch of bitches fighting each other.
Man, they like that shit, man. They like that drama. I hope that girl does come back in and actually get me an invite to come on there. I love to talk to Cynthia G, man. I love to have that one-on-one with her ass.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna know when she go live. I damn sure wouldn't subscribe.
Yeah, I was like, when she go live and have panels, I don't never see her having panels. I'll see her having a little friend on there from time to time, but
yeah, ain't nobody gonna subscribe to that shit. I'm not gonna subscribe. I'm not gonna give you that.
Yeah, nah.
You don't deserve that. But
and there's a real lack of panels. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you a question though, real quick, on about as far as men being held accountable all the time. Like, and in my opinion, it's because like you'll see females all the time say men are not held accountable, but just like I was telling Jay, I think it's more so that men hold their L's and women are not willing to. So it seems like we don't get held accountable because we keep smiling, we keep going, we keep moving. So like, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think is that what I'm saying, that like men we're willing to hold our L's, or do you think it's something else?
Well, yeah, I mean, I mean, our lives, we live in L's, right? Whereas women live in like a fake W, and they got all their friends supporting them. Oh, you're doing everything right, sister. Keep going. We got your back. Whereas men, we just be sitting, chilling with each other, and we'll be like, dude, you're ugly as fuck. We all laugh like it's no big deal. Whereas women, they'll be like 300 pounds and calling themselves sexy, and they let them do it.
No, they said. Now I see females try to say if we know each other well, we'll talk shit. I have seen that, but come on now, it's a difference. Like I don't see women if they know something real effed up that they're gonna pick on them like men will. Like the stuff we pick on each other about, females like, wow, I can't believe you. Like you got your outliers that for as women.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go out with one of my bros, and we get into like, not, I wouldn't say arguments, but debates, right? We debate about politics, history, all that sort of thing. And whenever we had girls around, they'd be like, why are you guys always fighting? And it's like, we're not fighting. This is just how we talk to each other.
True. I see that a lot. They think we are ready to go fist the cup. But I mean, guys are different. Like, if we're gonna go there, you should be able to kind of tell when we're gonna go there. Like, we get in each other's face and actually start getting physical. Yeah. But if guys just talking loud, just talking shit, I mean,
no, they don't understand. Like, we could get passionate as fuck right now talking about what type of car is the best. But we're not gonna fight over that. We just like to philosophize and get to the truth of things. Like when a gossipy circumstance happens, what girls will do is they'll take sides. They're like, oh, I'm on her side, or I'm on her side. Men just want to know. We want to figure out what the fuck happened.
It's kind of difficult, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. When I see the stuff that females do to each other, it's crazy. Like, I've seen cases where, say, the women have a fallout, and it be some weak shit, right? Not nothing even serious. Some he says, she says shit, but not nothing really serious. But then
they wore the same green shirt on the same day.
Something stupid. And then it'll get so bad as where I've seen women, right, females, call child protective services on that woman and get her kids taken away from her. We
Yeah,
don't
you'll
see
never
guys
hear a
doing
guy
that.
doing that. You'll never hear a
Yeah.
guy doing that.
If you ever see a guy doing that, 9 times out of 10, he actually works for child services, and he's doing what he's supposed
Right,
to do
right.
by work.
He's doing a public service.
Yeah, it's not no. Oh, I got an anonymous tip. Like, ain't no guys going around doing no shit like that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and
But
ain't no guys going around getting people fired from their jobs.
that's the crazy shit. Did you see the TikTok therapist saying that it was guys that got her fired?
Bro, guys don't give a fuck. We're not gonna sit down. We're not that fucking invested to sit down, look up where you work. That's some female shit.
Because I mean, how you gonna just find that? Like, women, that's what females can really like. I had to learn that before, right? A chick I was dealing with. This shit made me pissed off mad when I found out. Motherfucker found certain information like social security number information and shit, right? Bitch used that to put me on child support. I was hot than a motherfucker. I'm like, you, ooh, motherfucker. But that's now certain things that are red flags for me is when I hear those conversations with females or certain and watch how they move. I be like, yeah, you might have to watch her, bro, because the way she like.
Yeah, and I think that's why when women murder people, it's always the highest degree. It's always they planned it for a long time and they got all their shit together. Whereas men will just fucking pop someone in the street. Oh, when a woman, because I mean, you look at all these psycho women shows and killer women, and they're living with their husband for 10 years plotting to kill him. Like they are psychopaths.
You mean Snap?
All that shit. It's never just, it's always a very premeditated thing. Like they're doing like private investigation and research into it.
Like I remember one time, somebody I know, he was just starting out to date this girl, and he left his phone at the house or something like that. They was at his house, but I think they was with his children or something like that. And
That's a
he
killing move.
Listen. So her daughter found one of his old phones, mind you, and when they left, she took the phone with her. So when the mother found out that the daughter had the phone, instead of just calling like, I'm so sorry and apologizing and getting on her about it, she went through the phone too.
Girl code.
And I'm like, what? So when he told me that, I said, ooh. I said, that's a burning red flag. I said, man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but just get rid of her. Next thing you know, he still was messing with her. Little thing passed, and some other shit went down. And he had to find out the hard way she a crazy bitch. And I was like, no, I tried to tell you that when that happened. Like, guys don't watch for stuff like that. Like, we let stuff like that slide. Oh, that's what females do. No. If a real woman, real quick, now this is what we got to think about. Now, I know we talk about simp songs. I still like some simp songs. They old school songs. Some songs I still like because I got
90s R&B. Yeah, that's okay.
Older than that. So when I hear certain songs, what I learned from, like when a guy actually had a good woman, he would sing a song about her doing what? Him leaving his sorry ass. That's what women did back in the day. They leave. They're not gonna be snooping around, digging in your phone, going through your shit, trying to go investigate with other females, calling other females. Once they get that vibe, like something ain't right, they're gonna have a conversation with the dude. And if he don't reassure him in the right way, in a healthy way, he's like, this ain't working. I gotta bounce. That's what women used to do back in the day. Now these bitches are psycho. They want to get you back. They want to hold you accountable.
Yeah, because they carried themselves appropriately. You didn't hear any love songs in the 50s talking about a bitch slashing his tires.
Oh, true. You're right. Remember hitting the road, Jack?
Yeah. Don't you come back no more.
Exactly. It wasn't no. What that bitch said? I bust the windows at your car. You didn't hear that shit back in the days from females. Well, I mean, back then a man whoop your ass. But nowadays that shit ain't gonna fly. Even if you are in the wrong, that shit ain't gonna fly. Not at all.
They don't play that.
They don't play that shit.
That shit
I
funny
remember
though.
one of my friends slashed a girl's tires in high school because he was cool with her, right? And she was like, she was fucking with him. And then all of a sudden, one day she put a restraining order on his ass and said he tried to like touch her, so he slashed her tires.
Wow.
White people problems.
No, he was black. He was black. His name was Elijah.
Yeah,
God,
I'm about to say that was black. That was not white.
I'm just talking shit, man. Damn, I can't talk shit for a second.
I'm just saying.
He's like, damn, this bitch
white.
put a fucking restraining order on me.
Let's see that come. Hey, here, was that guy from did he have a mom and a dad, or was he just raised by his mama?
He was raised by a mama, but he had a stepdad, yeah.
Hey, like that, you call it how you see it, man. That shit's crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen dudes be petty like hoes and try to get back at motherfuckers. Look, man, it's majority of the time the women, and honestly, the shit's not worth it, man. Some of the shit I see some women go through, like go to try to get somebody back, man. I'm like, this is just crazy as fuck, man. This is crazy as fuck. Hey, look at Larsa Pippen right now. I think that's her way of trying to get back at Scottie Pippen.
I mean, that's weird because she still hasn't filed for a divorce. That's what I don't get.
Yeah, she playing around, man. She playing around. She trying to piss him off. And the sad part, he'll take her back. I think Scottie would take her back. Scottie got that sensitive ass side to him too, though.
No, I think Scottie is old school because you gotta remember Scottie about 60 now. So he's going from that old mindset of it's cheaper to keep her.
I don't think he worried about it. You know,
or it's cheaper to just get the fuck out the way and not be in the media's eyes.
Yeah, man, she fucking with his money
for half. Yeah, they've been married since the early 90s.
She fucking.
They've been married about 30 years.
Man, she about to get she about to get a heist.
Hey, look, and just so y'all, go ahead. Well, here I was about to say, just a public service announcement for anybody, any guy that plays sports and eventually might get to the league. While you in any league, football, NFL, baseball, any of that shit, you do not marry anybody while you are still in your career. You can find a lady after that shit. Find her after. Do not marry them while you still playing.
Because she will run off. She will run off with $100 million without ever hitting a layup in her life.
I'm telling you.
Even she's still gonna take money though.
Most likely, the conversation was, "You do what you do, I do me." That's all it was. Hey, you still good? I still make sure your money's straight. Whatever. But hey, we ain't doing no. Because actually, my bad. I think they were in court or something like that.
And she trying to get divorced from. Hold up, I thought she did divorce him. No, you saying they ain't divorced yet?
Yeah, I don't think it's finalized, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, I'll look it up while you talking, man. But you got some comments, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So I had already pulled it up on screen, but I'm gonna read it. Grace said people love drama and misery. Got my boy Hurricane in the building. What's good? He says, "Skirt, what I miss." We talking about it, man. We talking about how men always get held accountable, but they try to make it seem like they don't. But like I keep saying, man, we hold our L's better. We know what time it is. Also, he said just smash random chicks in 2K, my play apartment. Grace says that was Scottie Pippen's second marriage. Yeah, that was his second marriage.
Yeah, that was his gold digger.
They divorced, man.
He was just seen at a restaurant with Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I said she petty, man. That's why I said she on some real petty shit. She know that he got a problem with Michael Jordan. It came out after the last dance and shit. Scottie been letting it be known like he ain't like the way Jordan was talking all that shit. Like he went from saying Jordan was the GOAT, now he say LeBron the GOAT, man. He mad, he don't like Jordan. And then she go and sleep with Michael Jordan's son. Man, come on, man. Like, that's some petty ass shit, man.
It's like Jada Smith.
That's some nasty shit, man. Larissa, she don't look good to me. Like she got her BBL make her butt look like an egg. It got like an oval shape. It don't look good. And then her face look like balloon parts. It don't look good to me. I'm saying she don't. I mean, that's just my opinion. But Grace said from 97 to 2021. So it's finalized. Okay. Lexus here. What up, Lexus? Said, what up, y'all? Oh yeah. To my boy Hurricane, man. If you available at the time, man, just go ahead and come up, man. We having conversations. You know what I'm saying, fella conversations. So if you available, man, slide through, man. I'm gonna go ahead
Man,
and
get
drop
your
the link
ass
in there
on the
real
shit,
quick.
man. He over here begging you to come up, man. Get your ass. Click the link, man. Come on up here, man. Talk that shit, man.
Hey. Don't do
Wasn't
that.
me.
Don't
Wasn't
do
me.
that. Don't do
Wasn't
that,
me.
man.
It wasn't
Cut
me.
them pocket. I come to you. I sneak in your house at night and cut the pockets off your damn shirts, man.
It
Chill out.
wasn't me, man. You can't cut the pocket off, man. That's goddamn terrorism right there.
He'll
Hurricane
cut the
said,
extension cord from your Wi-Fi.
I would say I cut the fridge. I cut the cord off the fridge and make your bills hot. You'll still drink them bitches. Hurricane
Oh yeah.
said, Patty, his son.
Fuck yeah, I'm
He's
going to get
still
another beer. I'm going to get me a beer right now.
Hey,
Fuck
no, he'll soak them in the river, in the lake, get them cold.
He'll still drink those bitches, man. Hey, he from Alabama, man. They don't do all that. That's trying to be nice and classy to them. And drinking cold beers is like you trying to be rich and uppity. They don't do that shit. But yeah, Hurricane, if you available, bro, come on up, man. We'll holler at you. So Ray, I want to ask you a question though. Like, as growing up as a young man, when did you realize? Like, when did it really hit you the first time that, you know, hold on. Okay, my bad. All right, so Red, when did it first hit you that, you know, as a man, you realize, hey man, I'm a man and I'm gonna be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have did something and then realize like
Well, it hit me a couple times, but I remember in middle school, I think it was 7th grade, we had this game, and I kind of started it. It was a game where, you know, we grab a marker and we pretend to like slash each other on the neck, and by the end of this class period, whoever had the most colors on their neck was the loser. And everyone had different colors. I was red, obviously, and you know, I'd be killing shit. But it was boys, it was girls. Like I had like half the school doing it. And then, you know, it came to an end. They banned fucking markers from the school. They took me to the office, and they hit me with the whole book, and they didn't give the female shit. And that's when I realized, like, okay, all right, I gotta ease back, because like before that in like elementary school, they get equally punished. You know what I'm saying? They'd be pulling hair and shit at the playgrounds. But once they start becoming more ladies in middle school and high school, that's when they start getting treated a lot more lenient.
Oh yeah, they let them slide with everything. Definitely. What up, Hurricane? Got my boy Hurricane J Dub in the building, man. Go ahead and introduce him. Let them know where they can find you at.
Check me out at Hurricane JW, man. I got music, professional, and parody, celebrity reviews. Oh, shoot. I got movie reviews. I got Fuck the Government podcast, Cloak and Dagger podcast. I'm talking about everything. Hashtag Fuck the Government.
I can support that hashtag.
I think everybody on that one right there.
There you on that one, bro. So check it, man. Like I said, we having a conversation about, you know what I'm saying, how men get held accountable. We always held accountable in this world, but the difference is men know how to hold their L. You know what I'm saying? And we learn from it and keep it moving. So I want to ask you the same question. As a young man growing up, when did you first realize, you know what I'm saying, whether you made a mistake, bad decision, or whatever, but you got held accountable for it, then you realize, like, damn, you know, I can't be going around doing this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I can pay the cost for this shit. Like, when's the first time it happened to you, and you know, what was the thought process when you like made it out or whatever, or had to deal with it?
Damn. I could probably say right after I had my first child, I was like, nope, I ain't about to be like Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. Let me slow the fuck down and get my shit together and take care of this. Yep. So like that was when I was 19 or 20. No, I'm 20. Yeah, but in school, like I was always a good kid. I was always a good kid in school. I try to get good grades, but like when I left at 17, I said, fuck school, time to live life. I was tired of living the way I was living due to moms and the Reaganomics and shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'm out. And I've been on my own ever since.
I got a question. Can I ask one?
Yeah.
I got to ask the host, man. I don't want to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I can go. Okay. Here, check
Go
it.
ahead, butt plug.
Hey, look, you already know I go down over here. No homo. This for Hurricane and for Op. Red, me and you don't fit into this category. Both of y'all done had kids already. How old was you when you had your first kid?
20.
Okay, you was 20, Hurricane. What about you,
Just 19, about to turn 20.
Okay, about to turn 20. All right, here you go. Because y'all don't seem like niggas that don't think about shit. At the time, you know, the night you shot the club up, were y'all thinking about the shit afterwards, or were you just in the moment at the time? I gotta ask. I've been trying to ask like dudes this question that got kids. I'll say Hurricane, you go first.
Well, at the time, well, like I do music and shit, so like we used to smoke, drink, and just do shows and rehearse, and then like one day she just came through the door, said we smashing, and then we smashed, and then we just kept smashing, and then the bitch disappeared for like a couple months. I'm like, where the fuck she go? Why she ain't picking up the phone? I'm paying for that motherfucker, right? So then she pops up and the fucking stomach showing. I'm like, wham, wham. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh shit. This shit blew my high. But in the moment, it was like we were just supposed to be fuck buddies because like that was the energy that was given off. We were just friends. We wasn't giving off sexual attention when we was chilling with each other, smoking and doing the shows and rehearsing. It was just one day out the clear blue, like I'm fuck this nigga. And it just happened.
Well, I'm saying, like, I get that. I get all that shit. I'm saying, but like you knew busting baby might come, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like the mindset of that part, I'm like, was you like fuck it, or you know, did you think about it?
Yeah, like me and her both was like kind of in the zones, like, man, this kind of man working.
He's like, fuck it.
Me and her both was like, yeah, this kind of ain't working. So
shit.
Come on.
All right, now you go. I appreciate the honesty, man. I appreciate that shit. So I gotta ask you the same question in the moment. Like, did you think about it, like, yeah, I'm about to have a baby, I'm about to make a baby with this bitch, or was it just like, man, look, I'm just fucking, it is what it is now?
Nope, did not think about it, just did it.
What the fuck wrong with that? That's why I'm good, man.
See, I think like the majority of kids being born.
That's why I stopped, because I knew my mentality was going to keep on going. I had to stop. I'm like, no, I'm going to stop right here and just focus on this bread and just take the baby mama drama. I'm officially a stereotype now. Fuck it, I accept it.
Yeah, you held the L. That was a good a road bump.
Hey man, the sad part is, man, dudes that have kids ain't really like taking it. You're not at a disadvantage for real. If you really would break it down in the dating market, like if you still the same dude that females are attracted to, even if you got a kid, it's not a problem. It's hard for women. Now I will say that's probably a double standard, because I was gonna ask some people this shit in the short tomorrow, but that is probably one double standard that kind of benefits. Well, doesn't negatively affect the dude for real as much as it does a woman.
Well, a lot of women kind of want that. They don't want to go through the childbearing process, but they still want that motherly instinct to be displayed.
Matter of fact, guys, check this out. I'm seeing now females are looking at dudes weird if they don't have kids. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah, so I get people asking me all the time, am I gay or something?
What up, man? Shit.
It's always older women. Like I go to like a cookout or some shit like that. And you got on
Hawaiian shirt, so I know they ask you that question.
Look, y'all just ain't got no style, man.
And the tank tops with the pockets.
In high school. I used to watch them shirts in high school. Don't talk about my shirts.
Well, look, he hating, man. He ain't got no style, man. Like no bullshit, bro. I swear for Lord.
Hurricane, you stop doing that. That nigga still do that shit.
I buy more. Man, like no bullshit, bro. You don't even understand the attention that you get from like bitches be out there. No homo. I'm sorry, not bitches, because we got ladies in the room. Women be out there. They see me. They see me. And
you be some peacock.
I understand, man. Look, I like these shirts, man. I like them. I don't really wear this blue one that much because this one actually popped. They be like,
hey, you know that became a terrorist symbol last year.
Yeah, man. A lot of ex-military members rock these shirts though. Like
the Boogaloos, yeah.
You check out a lot of them dudes, like a lot of ex-military, especially white dudes. Man, we got Hawaiian shirts in the closet for days, man. I got about 10 of these bitches. There
was a terrorist group called the Boogaloo Boys.
Yeah,
they weren't really a terrorist group. But it's all about because number 2 Electric Boogaloo. Their thing was Civil War II, American Boogaloo.
Yeah, that's what they
were
want.
basically. They were basically prepping for the next Civil War, which I think is a good idea.
Nah, man, don't be doing that, man. Look, man, we just need to get. Never mind. We
gonna war, nigga. Fuck the government.
Let's go.
Host, you got a whole bunch of comments. The host got all these comments that he ain't fucking reading.
All right, y'all, hold on. Let me go ahead. Appreciate your co-host. Death Note said,
I'm not a co-host.
Welcome, Alexis. She said, hey, Death Note, we ain't gonna do that no more. Y'all speak. Death Note said, white people games.
Yeah, that's the red shit.
It's better than knives.
Wawa, I don't know what that means. Wawa gas station, maybe. Then Death Note said, long story, no one asked for, short. He didn't think about it. Then he said he talking to Alexis again, blah blah blah. All right, so
Dev don't gotta talk shit. Dev don't gotta throw some shit in there.
Yeah, he always gotta throw shit. That's what he do. He sleep under a shade tree. But this is my thing now to all the fellas. Like, y'all can answer randomly, whatever. What do y'all think about us and the way we moving forward in this society? Right? Do y'all think it's important to just watch for the change or try to be proactive for the change? Like, first, I'm gonna go with you first, Jay. You think it's going to be a good change coming in the future in society, or bad change? And then, are you being proactive about it, or just watching and wait?
Oh look, man. If you had if I had to bet my money on it, is like society gonna go up or go down? It's going down, bro. It ain't gonna bullshit. It ain't gonna be over with. It's
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna have to see the worst part of it. But man, like the way we're going right now, I've been saying it for a long time, and people look at me crazy, man. Technology is gonna be the death of us. This shit has opened so many different avenues for us to fucking kill ourselves. Like, man, look, females shoot themselves in the foot. They get on dating apps just for self-validation. They don't even get on that motherfucker to find a dude until it's like it's all lost and gone. The dudes don't want you no more. Technology fucked that all the way up. Bitches can be dealing with a dude in Dubai and living in goddamn Arkan, Texas, or whatever the fuck that shit's called. So I think it's going down, man. It's going down. Shit, it's going down fast. But I don't think we'll be alive to see like the worst part of it. Hopefully I ain't alive by that time.
Damn.
I think we will. I mean, maybe me because I'm younger.
God damn, motherfucker, don't rope me into that shit, man.
Nah, because if I asked you where's it going 10 years ago, you'd be like, it's all right. And look how fast it changes in 10 years.
I've been saying this shit, man. People done got lazy as fuck. We keep inventing shit.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest problem.
The technological advances are great for like, man, humans just saying they did some more shit, put another check on their belt. But like, no bullshit. The populace of people, like, dude, I swear I call people dummies all the fucking time doing this internet shit, and we got to keep doing this shit no matter what. But doing this internet shit, I run into so many dummies because they use words and say things that they can easily pick up their fucking computer that's in their goddamn pocket and figure out if what they're saying is true.
You have an unlimited source of intelligence in your fucking hand, and you're not willing to use it. And as technology increases, so does laziness. Now we have a new generation where ask any employer. My generation is the laziest fucking workers on the planet.
Dang.
Mine's the last of a dying breed.
Yeah,
mine the last of a dying breed. Nah, hell no, not you.
Y'all generation is crazy. Like, I'll walk in somewhere and you'll see people in the front just like all on their phones and stuff and AirPods, and they, you know what I'm saying, why they supposed to be helping customers and stuff. I'm just like, when I was y'all age, that shit didn't fucking fly.
Man, I saw a kid piss, nigga. I saw a kid take a fucking piss at the front door of the goddamn gas station while I was ringing up. Little ass kid. He there with his grandma. She got like all 5 of her daughter kids. I don't know. I hope those were her kids. Grandma getting it in. But this little nigga opened the fucking door and just started pissing on it. Just whipped his dick out and pissed on it. Dude,
but that's Alabama, isn't that the public
restaurant? Hell no. That's hood shit. That's hood ratchet shit right there. I would have never. Nah, I don't stay in no goddamn hood. I just had to go hunt down the gas station because they running out of my old English. So I had to go to one that I don't normally go to.
Yeah, you gotta go to the hood for that.
It just so happened to be right next to the project. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I wonder if the Queen's death is gonna affect Old English.
But nah, man, I'm just tripping though. That little kid pissed outside of the door in broad daylight. Ain't no fucking vinyl on the windows, nothing. It's just you can see in, you can see out. I'm looking at this little nigga just pissing. I tell his grandma, hey, letting you know he over there pissing out the front door, right? This bitch started laughing. I'm like, this goofy bitch, bro. I'm like, that's why that kid like that. That's why that kid like that.
Jerome, he just so crazy. So
man, growing up, man, my dad would have fucking haymaker the fuck out of me for doing some dumb shit like that.
That's the thing. Back in the day, if a kid was doing that, boy, you would have probably got your ass whooped by another grown man. Right there.
Somebody would have yanked you up. A grown man would have yanked your ass up.
Now you can't do that anymore. You'll get the cops called on your ass, you creep.
Yeah, and that's why these spaces
don't change every fucking thing. That shit don't change everything. You just go like, I remember comedians used to make fun of like white liberal women that had that mindset. Just put them in timeout. Just talk to them. No, don't do that. Like comedians used to make fun of that shit. Nowadays, you're right. You can't do that shit. And even the ghetto ass people will be on that same time. Like if you, hey, don't do that, man. You don't know my motherfucking child don't. But then he gets shot down in the street. Oh my baby, why ain't nobody? Bitch, we was trying to stop him before he got to that point. Now you want to fight motherfuckers for that shit. So Hurricane, same question for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you see for as, good and bad changes coming in the future in society? And are you somebody that's trying to be proactive, or are you just waiting for the change?
Now, I think it's gonna go downhill because like you said, the fucking technology is gonna make everybody lazy. And and the shit is getting better and better because I've been looking up Hanson Robotics and shit and the fucking Sophia robots. So like shit about to get real Terminator and iRobot-ish in a minute. And plus everything already going to automation. And plus everything is automation now. So like, that is one step closer. And so like it's gonna make more people dependent on technology, aka dependent on the government. So they can just cut your shit off, and if fucking Tesla trying to put a chip in the nigga. I mean the nigga that make Tesla trying to put a chip in the nigga. So like shit might go down. So now on the proactive part, I'm trying to make this music so everybody can lose their fear and get ready for this revolution.
Apocalypse
now. Right. If you think about it, guys like us who are like traditional male minds, we thrive in those situations better than most. Like it's only when you docile us in these stupid office spaces and like these little boxes. Like if you look at wolves, right? 2,000 years ago, wolves were savage creatures, and we turned them into fucking chihuahuas over just a couple hundred generations. That's what's happening to the men.
They doing it. Feminizing them.
Are you a wolf or a sheep, Jake?
Man, shit, I'm a sheepdog. I be telling them all the time, bro, when that question come out, because like for real, you can break people down in those categories. And you a wolf or you a sheep. I always throw in a caveat, or are you a sheepdog? I think I'm one of the motherfuckers that's a sheepdog because I'm willing to open up my fucking mouth and say something about the problems. Some men, they know what the problem is, but they just gonna keep going with the flow. Fuck that.
Yeah, and that's the hero's journey, is going out of your comfort zone and being willing to be rejected by the tribe if it means saving the tribe.
I be telling people all the time, go kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck if somebody got a problem with me, man. Y'all should see some of the comments that I get in the comment section. That shit be fucking hilarious. I be like, these motherfuckers really in their feelings about this shit. You ain't have to watch it, right? I be throwing that shit up for them all the time. Like, you ain't have to watch this shit, right?
Yeah, how much time do people have to spend to just hate watch random dudes on YouTube?
Bruh, man, you should.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes that shit be fun. But before I go to you, Red Illusion, let me read these comments real quick. Death Note says, so Jay, stop saying dumb shit.
Fuck you, Death Note.
Asked, was the kid black? I think we already got the answer to that one. Marcus in the building. Your boy Marcus in the building. What up, Marcus? Say shout out, salute to Let's Talk, Red, and the rest of the panel and the chat. Death Note says, congratulations, 72% of black single mothers, but 74.3% of teachers are female, but bad kids are the man's fault.
Teach them at the house and in school.
It's men's fault because we not there. It's our
these teachers are no better than the mothers.
They made us the goddamn gym teacher. We the fucking gym teacher. That's the only nigga in school that all the bitches flirting with trying to smash at the gym.
You got the gym teacher, the coach, and the principal. And don't forget the technology. Janitor. Yeah, the technology guy and the janitor. Maybe science, it's iffy with science. It's iffy with
so it's like 5 or 6 niggas in the school. God damn, nigga. 6 niggas, 6 men in the school.
I'll tell you,
like they looking up to the janitor. Everybody looking up to the coach.
I'll give you a perfect example. When I was working with the program, I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't say the program name, but these women that were life partners, if you will, came in and started making these changes. And next thing you know, all the guys start disappearing. It was a great balance. It was almost 50-50 of men and women, so that way guys can deal with the guys, the women can deal with the girl. Yep. Next thing you know, they come in, it was like 75% females and 25% guys.
Feminizing.
Yeah, for real. That's some real shit. They do shit like that, and they try to make it seem like guys just don't care and we just ain't there. That's bullshit. If you look at it now, what are they trying to do with sports? Okay, they sneaking them in by getting female referees now. You see that all the time. We're trying to get them coaches and shit like that.
That bitch so football one day is gonna be a wrap.
Oh man, if I seen a female ref, I'd go crazy.
They did. They already got a female ref in the NFL. What y'all talking about?
NFL and NBA.
The NBA, yeah, they got female refs in there now. Little white girl with blonde hair, yeah, and she gonna get ran into one time, and they gonna make man look kill that shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on the sideline trying to blow a whistle, and they gonna run right into her ass, and it's like fuck, because we already see the old white refs. They be trying to backpedal to stay in the play, be falling and busting their ass. Everybody laughing at that shit. She get her ass ran over.
Hey, that takes a lot of cardio if you think about it. Every fast break, they gotta go.
Nah, man. If you want to say the ref that actually has the hardest work, it's a soccer ref, the one that plays center field. The one that's got to run, because you know you got 2 on the sides, and you got 1 in the middle.
Because the field's so fucking big,
bro. He got to keep going the whole time, and they playing. Bro, I used to run into the motherfucker and push him down all the time, bro. When I played soccer, bro, I'm like, get the fuck out the way, man.
Shit, man.
No, man, no, bro. You are in a game.
Got red flag.
He will not stop the play if you fucking get stalled up by him, because he in the wrong fucking spot. Because the ref's supposed to know how to stay out of the player's way and just make sure you can have an eye on the fucking what's going on. Nah, this nigga be in the way. Like, he be in the way. It's like, nigga, you gotta move, bro.
And what they call that rule?
I never got a flag for pushing the ref.
No. I'm not saying that. What do they call that with him being in the way?
Nothing. Not in soccer. He's just in the way.
No, it's called he's a part of the field.
Man, look. They have had.
It's bullshit. Don't get me wrong. It is bullshit.
He part of the field.
Football game.
Look,
I was watching a football game. A referee got in the way of a wide receiver about to catch the ball and make a touchdown. That bitch ran into the wide receiver, and guess what?
Nothing.
They couldn't run the play back or nothing.
Nah, none of that.
The ball.
That's all it is. That's how it worked, man. I swear, man. Look, they had a World Cup game. I don't know if people remember this shit. And the motherfucker was about to take a PK. I don't know if you know what a PK is, but it's basically a free throw in soccer, but it's like worth 100 points for basketball. Because you score 1 goal in soccer, man, you might win the game.
And how far away is it? And
like maybe 10, 12 feet. Some shit like that.
And the goalie's in the net, right?
Yeah, the goalie's in the net. He got to stay on that line. He can't step forward or none of that shit. You got to stay within the box, and you just free kick. He got to pick the right side. If he pick it right, he block it. And most of the time they don't. But one of the dudes was taking a free kick, and a fucking dog ran on the field. So as soon as he kicked it, the ball hit the dog. They was like, nope, that's it. No, game over. Like, it's like, bro, like, no, we only get to redo that. A fucking dog flew on the field. I've seen baseball players hit a ball, and it's a home run, but a bird fly by, and he hit the bird with the ball, and the ball fall, and the dude catch it. They be like, hey, you out. They don't care. I'd be like, that'd be some of the most fucked up shit ever.
Anyways, back to the subject.
Gave him a history lesson.
So this is the question I gotta ask for you. Hold on, Red. Did you get the answer?
No, Red didn't get it. No, Red didn't get the answer.
My bad, Red. Go ahead.
What question am I answering?
Oh, damn.
Good question.
Is it going to be worse in the future? And like, are you proactive about the solution?
Oh yeah,
right.
Well, I think we should be proactive individually. Fuck saving everybody else. Make sure your own car seat's fastened or your airplane shit is fastened before you check other people's, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be a culling of the population, like especially in cities and whatnot. Most people are gonna die, so you just got to focus on yourself.
I see it, man. Now look, he thinking about that. What's that Will Smith movie that he was in? He was the only person alive.
I Am Legend.
Yeah. He that's Red.
Hey, that book. The book was way better than the movie because in the book it tells a story from the point of view of the zombies.
I'll take it one better, man. Look, you want that Walking Dead shit. That's what you want right there. That Walking Dead. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good movie.
Now those zombies in The Walking Dead are way too easy. Like if that happened, you just take down.
He talking about they so easy to kill her. I kill her. Let Red stop. This is not the marker game.
Nah, but like
elementary.
Because
compare those zombies. Compare those zombies to World War Z.
Look, we gonna have like no bullshit. It's gonna happen. It's eventually gonna happen. Like it happens with any fucking organism that thinks they run shit over a while. Like we fucking up the planet on top of that, and then on top of that, inflation, which doesn't even make any fucking sense. Know why? Because guess what? We're the ones who, all human beings, I don't care what country you come from, y'all set the prices on your own shit. How are you overinflated?
Well, inflation's happened because we spent 100%. We spent more money.
It's made up money.
But it's a system. It's fixed though. It's a system.
It don't work like that.
No, it's based off of the natural resources we got.
Right, but over the past 2 years, we printed more money than the past 100 years. So the value of our currency. No, that was Biden. The value of our currency.
Trump's giving out them PPP loans. What you talking about?
Yeah, we
okay. But look at the inflation.
That's where it came from. That's where it came from. That's the original. Like that's the shit they be getting me. Like when Obama came into office, all the Republicans blamed them for us being in a recession. Yeah, because Bush took us into this bullshit ass war. What the fuck you think just happened for the last 8 years? It's the same thing. Trump spent all that goddamn money. Now
his spending is nowhere near what Biden was spending. His first day in office, he's printing.
They always do that.
Billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bullshit, man.
Look at our spending deficit.
I know what you're talking about. Man. Look, no bullshit. I think he has spent a lot of money on dumb shit, but you do have to spend money to get out of recession. You have to do it yes, you do. That's what Obama had to do. That's what Clinton did. That's what Clinton did too.
And all it did was inflate the bubble.
You say that, but I'm just going off history. I see it.
This is what we got to think about, like going off of history, because my cousin put this in a perfect example. Democrats clean up shit, Republicans supposed to keep it going. But the problem is the last Republicans we've been seeing for the last 4 decades has been doing stupid ass shit where it's drying up everything. And then the Democrats come back in and be like, we got to throw money back at everything, which does not help. It needs to be a well balance. Like, if we had somebody who's like an independent conservative, I think that'll be more better than Republican.
Stop saying that shit, man. Why you keep saying that?
It doesn't.
No. He said more better. He said more better.
He worried about.
Well, Reagan cut back on a lot of regulations and spending, and that's what got us out of the recession that was happening in the 80s.
It's the same flow, man. If you look at our past presidents and look at the economic status of the country at the time, just follow the flow. It's the same thing. Republicans usually come into a decent economy on the rise up from coming from the recession that it just left. Because
what about the Great Depression?
Great Depression, man, you gonna have to go real far back. I ain't went back that far.
No, that was FDR. He served 3 terms. And
I don't give a fuck about them. I don't give a fuck about them old folks, man. We had to revolutionize a lot of fucking shit. The way we carried out like president terms and all that woo shit. So we changed a lot of things since back then, and I think people are smarter now to a certain extent. Some people,
no,
I think people actually are smarter than some of the old folks. Maybe not common sense, but like.
Hell no, dude. The administrations we had in the 40s, 50s, and 60s are way more intelligent than the people we got in office now.
I just think all this shit's on purpose. That's the reason I say I don't think they're more I think they're more intelligent now. All this shit is on purpose. Like everything that's happening, these motherfuckers know about it fucking years in advance. Man, they got money to spend on these people that calculate all this bullshit. They know exactly what the fuck they doing. These motherfuckers knew a recession was already coming as soon as the first wave of COVID hit America.
Inflation is good for them.
It's so look, it's all about consolidation of assets, man. How you think Jeff Bezos ate during the pandemic? That motherfucker ate. He earned more money than he ever earned.
Walmart, Bill Gates.
And who donates the most of these campaigns?
Them.
It's all by design, man. They know
those are the real leaders of the world at this point.
Yeah, that's why I don't be tripping, bro. I don't be tripping.
Notice how while inflation goes up, the prices of everything goes up, wages don't go up.
Yeah, but that's the wages never go up. 45 did not clean out the quote unquote swamp like he said he would.
He helped build some more people in the swamp.
That's all he did.
That was just a talking point, man. That was just a talking point.
But that's the problem with what, like I was saying, when it comes to the things that we're facing, it would take better for a independent to do something.
No, but see, you can't do it. Like I think Trump he found that the swamp was too deep for him and it just consumed him.
No, he found that he was part of that motherfucking swamp. That's what he found out.
He was already
if he was part of the swamp, why did they use every apparatus to take him out?
Because he was talking shit. He talked a lot of shit. Like I told him, no bullshit. If Trump didn't run his mouth,
talking shit. He would be towing the line. He was against the World Economic Forum, the UN, the Globalist Board of Advisors, Davos Group, all the mainstream media.
You know why? Because if you separate all of them and make them the fucking enemy, they are kind of like the wheels, the cog in the wheels that run our society. We get all our news from certain places. We get all this other shit from here and there. If he was to sign on to the Accords and all these other bullshits, that's somebody else having oversight and say over what the fuck he does. He ain't with that shit. Trump want to do what he want to do when he want to fucking do it.
Well, I'd rather have him
knocking him. I'm not knocking him on that. His biggest problem that turned a lot of people off, that fucked him over, is he didn't know how to shut the fuck up. And Trump is part of the swamp. Trump been part of the swamp for a long time, man. And he might not have been in that political swamp, but now he is. Okay. He definitely in it now. But Trump.
They're using the entire political apparatus, the FBI, against him. So how could you say?
Because he's stupid. He run his mouth.
Hillary Clinton was stupid too. But
and guess what? They investigated her too, and they cost her an election. You got to be real about that. When James Comey brought up that we were reopening this investigation, 5 days before the election, you don't think that cost her the fucking election?
That was because of the WikiLeaks.
Man, look, he said he wasn't talking about it. He was gonna deal with it till after the election. We're closing the case right now. That motherfucker opened that shit 5 days before that goddamn election.
That's
the general election. Huh?
That's not what cost her election.
Well, I'm just saying that played a big part in it.
Nobody saw that 5 days before and changed their mind.
That's just the absentee voters, the people that voted early. A lot of people voted on election day. That's why did they finally make that shit a national holiday now?
But that didn't matter.
Everyone already made up their mind.
If you say so.
You want me to give you the reasons why people didn't vote for Hillary?
Hell no. I don't want to know the reasons. I'm just saying, that's the point that got Trump fucked up. We weren't supposed to be talking about Trump.
She turned her back on the working class.
Look, man, Hillary Clinton was a terrible person. We had two terrible choices, to be honest with you. But that's usually what we get.
She's a reptilian witch, allegedly.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I will tell you that when she did fucking, when she passed out, she was walking.
Did you see her cough up that little xenomorph into that little cup?
Yeah.
Hey Jay, let me ask you a question. When you deployed and all that good stuff, did you have access to SIPR?
SIPR, we didn't use SIPR.
Okay, so did you have any access to any classified documentation?
Yeah, I had top secret clearance when I was.
Okay, so you're in the same boat as me. So mind you, if you made a mistake and you left that top secret documentation and somebody else just happened to see it, you didn't even have let it out of your possession. Nothing super huge.
You just had your computer open.
Yeah. So answer me, what would happen to you?
I'd be NJP, if not court-martialed.
So you would lose your entire career, be court-martialed, and go to jail and all this other stuff. What happens if your last name is Clinton and you have tons of those same documents that are put on unclassified servers, and basically people are able to read those freely and so on and so forth because they're on the public internet?
You talking about an Eric Snowden situation?
No. What do you think should happen to that person if those things are freely available? You have multiple documents freely available on a public server, publicly accessible server.
See, I always had a problem with that one because I believe the American public needs to know what the fucking United States government is doing. I would say it all depends on how that person got the documents. Like if somebody took them and gave them to that person and then they uploaded them, nothing should happen to the person that uploaded.
No, what if they were very valuable information that could be sold?
No, I'm just saying how I would garner it. That's how I would garner it.
Hold on. So Jay, I'm not going to treat you like a woman in this point.
Come on, man, do it up.
You acting like it, but
damn.
But let's go based off of what I'm saying, the scenario that I'm giving.
All right, give it to me again.
And the scenario that I'm giving. Wow, pause. Anyways, the scenario that I'm giving, if you violated those rules, you would go to jail. You would get court-martialed. You would have the whole rigmarole. However, she was able to violate those rules 10 times over, hundreds of times over, and absolutely nothing happened.
Well, we know why. I ain't had no problem with her going to jail, though.
We understand why, but what we're saying is that part of the reason why she didn't get voted for is that there are men out there who don't want to see a woman president. That's one. Two, they're gay as hell. Anyways, there are
that special kid on the sound effects.
There are there are men and women who don't want to see a woman as a president.
I agree.
Two, there's a lot of service members who understood the gravity of the situation as far as the things that she's done, and they understand that how can I respect somebody who's my commander-in-chief who's willing to persecute me for the same things that she's done 100 times over, or whatever the case may be. So she lost the military on that. And then you go forward, a lot of the things that she was saying, especially the people who are waking up to the fact that Bill Clinton jailed most of the black people, or whatever the case may be, because he didn't sign that Biden created. He didn't write the laws, but he enforced the fuck out of them. So
3 strikes.
So that's 3 things right there. Not even counting the other 6 things that I can bring up. So you're saying that, they didn't pick Donald Trump because of, these other reasons. Like, it doesn't make any sense because I know like the honesty behind it. Let's not be disingenuous.
Yeah, and she was coming after oil, Benghazi.
We're gonna be 100% honest about it. We didn't fucking elect none of the last fucking 5 presidents that we done had. We can just throw that out there off bat.
That's not true. That's false.
Who won the popular vote when
Obama?
George Bush won.
No, what I'm saying, you said the last 5 presidents. I
gotta start with George.
Are you about to say the electoral candidate is flawed?
No, electoral college picks the president.
No,
we understand that. We can say that with Trump. We can go with the last president.
You can look at it every time.
But Obama had the popular vote and the electoral college.
Oh, and think about this. Think about this though. Obama had the electoral college and the popular vote. Donald Trump didn't have the popular vote.
He had electronic.
Yeah, the
electoral college. Just again, George Bush didn't have the popular vote.
You said the last 5.
He had electoral college. I'm going down them right now. I'm going down these motherfuckers. We got Biden. Biden had the popular vote and he won the electoral college. Trump had the goddamn electoral college, not the popular vote.
So you get what I'm saying? I'm going to be Israel right now. I'm going to say words matter. Because,
you know what I just said?
No, you said the last 5 presidents did not win the popular vote. You just gave us 2.
Oh my God. No, hold on. I'm showing you the 5 out of the last 5 presidents. We can show you where the electoral college picks the president. That was a whole conversation that we don't pick them.
Do you know why the electoral college exists?
I know why I said that. I know why I said that.
But then you can't say that about Trump. No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you said
electoral college.
You can say that about Trump, but not
shit. Think about look at the last 5 presidents.
Okay, yeah, you right.
Look at the last 5 presidents. You got Joe Biden.
This is not a democracy.
I'm just saying, but think about it. Yeah, it's a republic. You got Joe Biden. You got Donald Trump. You got fucking Obama. Then you got George Bush, and then you got Bill Clinton. The last 5 presidents. Every Democrat that has won the popular vote and the electoral college.
That's because the Democrats campaign in the cities. So
it doesn't matter every
New
time
York
though.
City. Well, it's because the cities have higher populations.
Yes. I get that, but guess what? They are still Americans and they get a vote. But also, you have to take into account that the 2 Republicans that won never won the popular vote. So that lets people know that y'all don't pick the president. Doesn't matter.
So, got a question.
And it goes Republican, Democrat, anyways.
So
it just changes every fucking 8 years. Well, besides Trump, 4 years.
That's not the reason why it changes, but I got a question for you.
What you got?
Oh no, sorry, I was treating you like the divested chick. I was waiting for you to be ready for my question.
This is Sparta.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I'm ready. Loop off, man. Shit.
I was about to
nah, that's just for him. That's just for him.
Yeah, bum ass nigga. Anyways, so my question for you is this, right? Boy, you love clicking the buttons. Let me go ahead and start deleting these things.
Come on, man. What you got, man? I'm sorry.
Here's my question, right? So you mentioned these presidents and so on and so forth as far as winning the popular vote. My question is this. I'm just going to break it down to 13, right? 13 is great because initial colonies were 13 colonies. So if we say 13 out of those 13 colonies, if I had 1 million people in one colony, and then I had 1 million people spread between the other 12 colonies, if all 1 million people in one colony voted for one person and they won by one vote, should that person's vote mean that the person that they voted for has control over the entire 13 colonies?
I hate that argument because I hear a lot of people on the right use that argument. I've heard it a lot. Look.
Well, I'm not on the right or the left, so I'll just.
I know, but I'm saying I'm just letting you know. I've heard that argument from because like California just picked the president or some shit like that. Like, look, motherfucker, you mad at other Americans inside of America just because they live in a certain state, motherfucker. You can move there and change the vote if you wanted to.
So
of like 100 million people.
I'm just saying, like for everybody, everybody in Texas that votes red, move to fucking California and vote red over there. I bet money California would be a red state.
Well, the opposite is happening. People from California are moving to
they're leaving Texas and going to other places.
Well, no, they're going to Texas specifically.
Because California is the highest.
I know that. But you got to understand that that's the beauty of America. And then on top of that, majority of the people in the country are not Republican. They might have like conservative views and points like that, but majority of people write down Democrat on their goddamn card. Like that's just the fact that we have to live in. That's
all right, why take out all the major cities, and what do you have? 100%.
Then you'll have to do the same thing with like take out the major. Like if you're gonna take out all the major cities that have a Democratic hold, then you have to take out all the major cities that have a Republican hold.
That's not just the major cities. Just the major cities. Just take all major cities.
Let me interrupt you guys right now. All right. So it seems like the conversation changes. So we're gonna have this for the back chat. So we're gonna go ahead and conclude this show, but we're gonna be still going on in the back chat having a conversation because this is fucking slightly disagrees conversation. That's why he jumped on the panel. Fuck man. Anyways, before we get up out of here though, I'm gonna go ahead and let my boy Hurricane once again tell y'all where y'all can go ahead and find him at. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, Hurricane.
Yep. You can catch me at Hurricane JW. I got music, professional parodies, celebrity reviews, movie reviews. I got Fuck the Government podcast. I'm all over the place. Shit, holla at me.
For sure. Make sure y'all go over to the channel, subscribe. Jay, go ahead and let them know what time it is, just in case everybody that's not on your channel watching the show right now, where they can find you at.
Hey, look, man, y'all make sure y'all go over to Let's Talk with JVJ. Just type it in. But the link for the network, I had it in the chat earlier. So man, some of y'all scroll up there and make sure y'all hit that. Make sure y'all come and sub up to the channel. It'll make sure y'all know every time Op goes live, every time I go live, and every time my girl Embrace of Grace goes live. So make sure y'all sub up to the JVJ network. That's all I got.
All right, and we got the link in the chat. If anybody want to come up to the back room, go ahead and have a discussion with us. You got to scroll up, unless Jay feels generous enough to drop the link again. You got to scroll up and find the link yourself.
Right here, yeah, definitely right here.
I said, if you feel like whoever, stop crying. Pull your dress down, B. All right, so this concludes another show from Opposite from the North. All right, fuck your pockets. We can make sure y'all always tune in. Make sure y'all always tune in Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, not Central. All right, this ain't Jay's show. This op from the Norm. All right, so make sure y'all definitely check me out as well. Embrace the Grace. Hers is 7, right? Central. Or
it's the same time your time. Y'all on 8.
That's
I'm
right.
on 7.
8. So Embrace the Grace on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure y'all check her out as well. Then of course my boy JVJ. He goes live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. 7
That's my personal.
Central.
That's my personal channel. That's my personal channel.
That's why I'm calling it out.
Oh, you trying to give me a shout out on that? I thought you was doing the network.
Yeah, I was about to say your show when it comes on as well.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me shut up.
See, thank you. they got that mute button. You can press the mute button too. You know that, right?
Yeah, I just hit it.
All right. So, but also he has Funny Fridays on the network. Make sure y'all check him out, okay? And his show on Saturday. The boy do everything. He'll Mexican. He be having his shows on Saturday at 7 Central. All right, 7 p.m. Central. So make sure y'all check this out. We about to get up out of here. Jay, you already know what to do, man. We ain't gotta do no more. Let's get up out of here.
Wait, I heard something.
Yeah, salute.
You never got nothing, man. Ain't nobody saying man. Jay, go ahead and hit the button, man. Chill.
Hold on. I just wanted to say, you guys stay tuned because we got something special for you guys coming on Tuesdays. Jay will be able to talk about it a little bit more later on, but just letting y'all know and dropping that seed. We got something special that's going to be coming on Tuesdays.
When it's gonna start? Which Tuesday?
I said it's gonna be starting on Tuesdays. It's called Dropping the Plug, fool.
Which Tuesday? This Tuesday coming up?
No, he's trying to keep it mysterious.
Thank you. Somebody understands.
Ain't no point of even announcing this shit. That man Jay in the show. Chill.